I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas.
Just
I'm
win,
a
baby.
player, a boss player. And if you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters. I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. Cause I'm a player, boss player. And if you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters. I'm a Raider.
What is going on, Real Raiders podcast? We missed last week. I'm sorry, but coming off that loss, it's hard to do an episode. But we're back doing another episode off another horrendous, even worse loss than we got the week before.
Yeah, we should have took this week off, just like the Raiders did. You know what I mean?
Anyways, I'm your host, Victor Freeze. I'm here with the one and only
Mariano.
And we're back to give you all the silver and black news. So, we usually do news and notes and little preview takeaways from the last game and preview of the next game, right? This week we're going to do a little different. We're going to talk about the future of this franchise, obviously, because that game last week just changes like the whole perspective of what's up in front of us, right? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about playoffs.
Playoffs?
We're going to touch
playoffs
on the Kansas City game, but
yeah.
We're not going to talk too much about that because that was... Anyways, we'll get to that later. I'll let out all my grief later on that. And then we're going to preview the Browns game. You want to kick it off, Mariano? What we got?
Yeah. So, really, the team moving forward. That's the $1 million question. I think that at this point, we've been blown out by the Chiefs twice this year. It's time to move on. We need somebody with some juice. That's really what it boils down to for me, Vic.
Yeah, Rich Bisaccia, that the way he handles the play calling and the game script is horrible. He's too soft. I wanted to give him his chance. He came out the gate swinging, 2 wins, Broncos and the Eagles, and then lost to the Giants. Wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt and stuff, but can't do it, man. Rich Bisaccia, you're not our man. Probably a great special teams coach. Great guy, but you're not going to be our head coach next season.
Yeah, I think it boils down to him just being too mild-mannered.
Yeah.
He's just kind of
too safe.
He's just kind of nonchalant. And, I don't know. Gruden was a fiery dude, which, I have a couple, I guess you could say, target head coaches. Nice little target head coach list. So, Vic, let me break it down for you real quick.
Won't hit us with targets. I got 4 on my head, just off the top of my head. So
I got my first, second, and third preference. So we'll go ahead and start with number 3. Okay. Number 3 would be Dabo Swinney. Right, Dabo Swinney.
You want the Clemson connection?
I want the Clemson connection. If there's one college coach that I would be down for, it would be for Dabo Swinney. Now, you did see Dabo Swinney attended a Raider game this year, right?
He was cozied up with Mark Davis.
Sitting with Mark Davis, that's no coincidence, people. There is a reason why. He wanted to show him the facility. Have you ever seen Dabo at another NFL game?
I mean, there is hella Raiders players. Hella Clemson players on the Raiders, though. But
there is, but still, right? I mean, it's not every day that you see a college coach at an NFL game.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
I mean, that's just what I'm thinking.
I think the hardest thing would be matching what he gets paid at Clemson, because I think it's probably close to something that Gruden was getting paid with us.
Yeah.
So are we ready to put up that money up front for Dabo Swinney? That's another thing.
Absolutely. Mark Davis already did it. You know what I mean? So,
but dude, Davis was like in love with Gruden. Though.
So what, man? It don't matter. The point is that he put the money up.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that's what's tough too, is that college have such deep pockets, and there's no way Mark Davis can compete, I'm sure, but he can still pay $10 million a year. He just did it with Gruden, right? So the money is there, and yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. That's the third. Number 2, Jim Harbaugh.
Yes, sir. I like this one.
Jim Harbaugh.
Yes, sir.
If there's someone to bring
fire into the building, winning record in the NFL, winning record in college, bro. Jim Harbaugh.
He just beat Ohio State.
Yes,
so he basically notched that last checklist. He's going to be in the playoffs this year. So we'll see. We'll see how this season ends. But I mean, he's pretty much done what he set out to do at Michigan.
Yeah.
My biggest point on Jim Harbaugh is, and I'm not trying to go and ramble off Vic.
Yeah.
But basically is he took Alex Smith from what was going to be a bust to a Pro Bowl type quarterback, right? Mm-hmm. Derek Carr, I feel, can kind of be in the same boat, right? He's not quite Alex Smith. He's has a little more arm talent, a little less athleticism.
Yeah.
But you put him, I mean, you remember when Harbaugh used to slap Alex Smith on the chest and all that? That could be Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Derek Carr just needs his confidence back. He needs a coach to believe in him and someone that's fiery and ready to go.
Yeah, I'm tired of those fucking game pressers. It's all on me, man. Like, you know, it comes down to me and all that. Nah, bro, you gotta be fired up. You gotta be like, nah, this team, it's on me, but this team also has to come and bring their game too. Because Carr is gonna every you know, we're gonna try to execute better next. Nah, bro, it's like we were fucking ass. I was ass. You know, you gotta take accountability and just fucking. You gotta be fired up. Derek Carr ain't been fired up. He just like looks like a sad little dog in those fucking post game pressers. You know?
Yeah, 100%. Always talking about you could put it on me, right?
Yeah.
This would probably be the best scenario where we have a reload season too. That's the thing about Harbaugh is that he may bring his own people in. Right? You ready for the last one, Vic?
Yeah, hit me with the last
this one is juicy, man. I really like this one, and you guys will probably figure out why. Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin?
Mike Tomlin.
How are we going to get Mike Tomlin?
Bro, I've been reading stuff about how the Steelers may be done with him. You know what I mean? I think it was an article that was on ESPN. Like, if this season keeps going south the way it is, he's losing Big Ben.
Yeah.
Right? He's losing the franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
And obviously the defense has been there for years.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a staple.
Yeah. It's, Pittsburgh. But just his demeanor, the way that he leads grown men.
Yeah.
He just fits like, I feel, a Raider mantra. The best.
Like you see how he handles Claypool and Juju. He don't play that TikTok shit.
He
none
don't
of that.
play. None of
he
that.
benched Claypool because he didn't he was over there doing that arrow shit when they needed to kill.
Bro.
When he was killing clock when they were supposed to get the ball, to the coach, to the ref and snap it to, they have 40 seconds left right in the game.
Yeah.
And he's over there doing that shit. So he benched him and shit. So yeah, Mike Tomlin, that would be fucking. That's a golden jacket coach, bro. That's a Hall of Fame coach, bro.
Oh, for sure. And again, this last one's a long shot. Really, all of them are long shots. But this is who I would like to see. Obviously, that coach the Raiders this next season.
Yeah.
But Mike Tomlin would be amazing, man.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
Next best thing would be Jim Harbaugh, though, I think.
Yeah.
Let me hit you with mine then.
All right.
Starting for number 4.
All right.
I got Eric Bieniemy, offensive coordinator, Kansas City Chiefs. The only reason he's at number 4, he's a great talent. I think some of it has to do with Andy Reid, though, sprinkling in some of himself in there too. So
Andy Reid.
I don't want to give him too much credit, so that's why he's at my 4th. And also, he has a past, right? We know that he has some stuff that happened in college or whatever.
Right.
And the way that shit has gone for the Raiders, we don't want some of that shit biting us in the ass again. So I'll keep him at 4 for right now. 3rd, I have who do I have at 3rd? It's Byron Leftwich, offensive coordinator, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You just see the amazing play. It's also might be Bruce Arians too, helping out with the play calling as well there in that situation. But you just see what he's done with Tom Brady at this age, and the way he has a great offensive staff as well. But the play calling is amazing over there in Tampa Bay. They always scheme players open. They always make those big plays. One of the most explosive offenses in the league. So it'd be great to have a coach like that and not do stupid run pass, that we so predictable of the Raiders.
Right.
To have a better play calling, a better playbook available to us. That's obviously 2 things that you're seeing the first 2 coaches. My second coach is Jim Harbaugh. We talked about that. He has a proven record, obviously, in college and in the NFL. And he brings that fire to the table. And we know what he did for the 49ers. He could do that to us, too.
That's right.
Then my last one was Brian Dable over there, offensive coordinator of the Buffalo Bills. We've seen what he's done with Josh Allen, who was such a raw prospect, right? And the way every week they have explosive plays. Every week, Josh Allen's doing something amazing. Mm-hmm. I think Derek Carr has the arm. Maybe less than Josh Allen, but he has the arm talent.
Oh, for sure.
In order for Dabble, is it Dabble or Dable?
Dabble.
Dabble?
Dabble.
Dabble. Okay.
Dabble Sweeney.
In order for him to effectively use all his skills to the max potential that we can with Derek Carr. And
If Dabo's the coach, you think he cuts Clee?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
I don't think so, bro.
No?
Nope.
Do you think he moves him inside, though? I think he probably moves him inside.
No, I don't think so. I think he just keeps him. He's going to rock with his Clemson dudes.
No, you said Dabo Sweeney. I said the offensive coordinator for the Bills.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I said Dayball.
Ryan Dayball.
Dayball. Okay.
Dayball.
Yeah, close. Not the same.
My bad. I said Dabo Sweeney.
Yeah.
You didn't even say nothing after
No, that's why. And then you talked about Clee, and then it clicked, and I was like, oh wait, no, hold on, let me clarify this. But yeah, it's Brian Daboll, right?
Brian Dayball.
Okay, there you go. So those are my 4 candidates. I think
I got the better list.
Hey, Mike Tomlin obviously is better than a bunch of offensive coordinators I named. I think my list.
All offensive people.
I think my list is more realistic, though. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And Jim Harbaugh, I think, is the common factor that we have, though. I would love to have as our head coach next season.
Oh, absolutely.
But one thing
would that be?
One thing that does come with the head coach is obviously cleaning house, right? So we're gonna get rid of all of our staff that we currently have right now. And me and you, we wanted Gus Bradley in this with this rated organization moving forward, but I don't know, the way it's been going the last 5 games, it's been looking ugly. So
I'm switching gears on that.
It's looking like he might get cut too now at this point.
Let him go.
The main thing is, are we keeping Derek Carr and are we keeping Mike Mayock?
Absolutely.
To which one?
Both.
Okay.
Both. We keep both. We keep both of them.
Elaborate on it.
Look, I've been a Raider fan since, you could say, 2002, since I was old enough to cognitively watch football. And since Rich Gannon, we went through so many different quarterbacks, right? I think with Derek Carr in a consistent system, he can win football games with a good football team around him, right? We've always talked about putting a good defense around him. Even you could talk shit about Carr all week about this Kansas City Chiefs game, but if you watch the game, he's running for his life, man.
Yeah.
Right? You give that dude time. You give that dude a run game. He can make every throw on the field, and he's confident in understanding where people are going. Right? So the combination of that, I think Derek Carr, this is, if I am, let's just play this hypothetical, Vic. If I am a coach, right, and I'm looking at a few different jobs, right? Let's say Jacksonville Jaguars, because Urban Meyer's halfway out the door.
Yeah.
That's going to be an open job this season, right? Or I'm looking at the Raiders. Which team am I going to look or prefer to go to?
I mean, the coach could look at Trevor Lawrence. Is supposed to be the most NFL-ready prospect, and
no, he's playing in the NFL. And how is he
understood,
playing?
But
terrible.
It's under Urban Meyer. You could make that argument. Hey, he's not using Trevor Lawrence properly, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
He's a great prospect, right? But you are in the NFL now, and you're throwing 4 picks a game. Right now, he's regressing.
Yeah.
Right? Which I agree. He's a young talent. It's just his first year. But we're not only talking about just the quarterback position.
The overall talent on the team, too.
On the team, right? From a talent level, I think that it's the Raiders.
Yeah.
The Raiders I think it's going to be an appealing job. Now, as far as Mike Mayock goes, before you move on to Mike Mayock, as far as Derek Carr's contract goes, what do you think about that? He's got 1 year left on the season, on his contract.
Yeah, 19.
Yeah,
19 on the books. But
Yeah.
we have to extend them or extend them or release them, right? Obviously, those are the two choices. Or trade them, right? Potentially.
So we'll have them for 2022 is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah. I'm
So
talking
like 2022,
you're just talking about
2023.
next year? Not.
I ain't giving that man no money until we figure. You can extend him next year though.
Yeah, dog.
Right? So, no, I would keep him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's going to be a part of the job, is having a quarterback that can go out there and get the job done.
Yeah.
And that's something that's going to appeal to whoever your next head coach is going to be. And it gives this next person options. Like, let's say you want to go draft a quarterback, you can do that.
Yeah.
You still have a veteran there at the same time for at least one more year. Right?
Yeah.
That's my logic of keeping Derek Carr. There's a lot of teams that would kill to have Derek Carr right now.
Panthers, Washington Redskins,
Football team.
Washington football team.
I got you though. Yeah.
Those are the top two I could think off the top of my head.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of teams that would love the Saints.
The Saints.
You gonna tell me that you
Saints
put Derek Carr on the Saints?
with Michael Thomas back?
Yeah.
Oh, that's ugly.
Come on now.
Yeah, they're going to the playoffs
With that offense, probably further than that.
Yeah.
You know, they'll probably go deep, divisional round maybe.
Yeah,
You know, not just wild card.
for sure.
I mean, they have nobody right now.
Yeah.
And they're tapped out, right?
Yeah.
So I remember those years when the Raiders were terrible.
Oh yeah, the Bruce Gradkowskis, the
Right.
Charlie Fries,
Andrew Walters, the name we don't speak of, Jamarcus Russell. Right? That's the name we don't never want to hear as a Raider fan.
and even when we did have good quarterbacks like Carson Palmer, they didn't want to play for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or we did have a good quarterback like Jason Campbell, you get injured.
or go snap a tibula or something. You know?
We have the next GOAT in what was it, Matt Flynn.
Matt
Turns out to be a
Flynn.
fucking dud. You know?
Matt Flynn.
That boy was supposed to be the GOAT.
Yeah.
I remember that shit.
Yep.
Derek Carr outplayed him.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, no, I agree. Growing up my whole life, we never had a fucking franchise quarterback, and it's always been Jason Campbell was supposed to be the future, and then he got hurt. And Carson Palmer didn't want to play for us, and just a bunch of shit like that. So to have a quarterback for the last 8 years, right? It's 8 years or 7 years? 2014.
8 years.
8. So it's 21.
8.
8? 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. 8. I'm a math major too.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm a finance guy. What can I say, man?
8 years, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's good to have a quarterback and not have to worry who the fuck is going on under center, you know? Especially the way we look when Derek Carr did get fucked up and he's not under center. Marcus Mariota is probably going to go to a different team next season. Obviously, he's not going to want to re-sign with the Raiders. He still has potential to have a starting job in the league, and he's still very young, so...
He ain't getting no starting job, bro. You smoking.
I'm saying teams could look at him based off of his last performance when he played with us against the Chargers, right? They could see that performance and see like, oh, he still has something. Let's take let's say a Cam Newton deal. Let's sign him to our thing and see what he got. That's it. And he's probably not going to resign with the Raiders. He's not going to want to be a backup his whole life.
Is it really that bad to be a backup in the NFL?
No, not really, because you get paid and you just...
You ever watch Blue
never
Mountain
play.
State? Come on, man. Be a backup? Come on, yeah.
But I think the only way, because this quarterback class is not that good. The only quarterbacks I like are Matt Corral, quarterback out of Ole Miss, and that Pickett guy out of Pittsburgh.
Dude that tried to do the fake slide?
Yeah, that was a nasty move, bro.
It was.
That was a nasty.
Should've
I've never
just
seen
popped
that.
his ass, though.
He got that banned.
I know.
In the
I've seen that.
NCAA, yeah.
For good
crazy.
reason, man.
Yeah.
That's a cheap
a cheap move, but it's smart.
That's for his protection, bro.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
yeah, it's smart. I mean, he was the one to get away with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But that shit does
That's
not
just
look
never
like,
been done though. I never seen that, bro.
bro. That shit did not look like it was on purpose, though.
You think he like tripped or something?
No, I don't think that he tripped. I think that he was gonna go down, and then he realized. I think that was not like pre-planned. Like, all right, this play I'm gonna go scramble or whatever. You know what I mean? I think that he meant to go down and it was like try to pop back up real quick.
Mm-hmm. So there's 3 scenarios I see, right? We see just keep Derek Carr, right? No, not drafting nobody. We move on with Derek Carr, and he's our quarterback, franchise quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Draft a young rookie under Derek to learn under Derek Carr, but then again, we know this draft class is kind of ass, right?
Yeah,
that's what they say. That's what they said about the draft class from Mahomes and Deshaun Watson too. But there's that.
That's true.
And then the third option is trade away Derek Carr, get some first round capital, and get one of these young quarterbacks with that first round capital, right? But then you throw them straight into the fire, and with the new head coach and all that, that's another thing in itself as well.
Well, that and I mean, Derek Carr has been on record saying that he doesn't want to play for any other team.
That's true.
So
but they throw $30 million, and then in his face, you think he's gonna be like?
I think Derek Carr.
He got like 4 kids now.
I think Derek Carr's a different cat, bro. I think that I don't know. I think he would retire.
You think so?
I think so. I don't know.
But I think the best move we both agreed upon is moving on with Derek Carr, because we know the firsthand since high school and even before that, since Rich Gannon, like you said,
so
the struggles of not having a franchise quarterback, right?
Yeah, and it's just, let's say we get rid of Derek Carr. You're going to start this process all over again. So just like we did with the offensive line, they were thinking that we were just going to blow this up, right? Get rid of these older players who are veterans that do their jobs well and just replace them with who? With just anybody? Look how that's worked out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can't get rid of Derek Carr until you have a viable option. Like until the moment comes where we have the option to sign an Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson or something like that, or someone like that, you can't get rid of Derek Carr. It's that simple, right? You can't even draft a quarterback. Look at the Niners, bro.
Yeah.
With Trey Lance.
Yeah,
imagine if they got rid of Jimmy G this year.
Yeah.
They'd be fucked right now. There's no way they're even in contention and just beating the Bengals this past Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, so moving forward, they got to keep Derek. That's just my personal opinion. How about you, Vic?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Unless, like, we get a fucking Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers or something.
Yeah.
Something amazing has to happen. Because who's going to replace Derek Carr is a big question, like you stated. And
right.
It's like minimal people. We understand Derek Carr's potential, but
he's a middle of the pack quarterback.
Yeah.
I still look. You give Derek Carr he's like a Kirk Cousins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kirk Cousins is a decent quarterback, but you give him a talented ass receiver. You know, like the kid out of LSU or the dude out of LSU, Justin Jefferson. He's gonna be able to make some plays, man. Who's he throwing the ball to right now? Deshaun Jackson. He's fucking Edwards. 35 years old.
Yeah.
Right? He's only in one every fucking 6 or 7 plays. Yeah. 2. So we started the season with so much talent. Everybody keeps saying that Bryan Edwards is this or that.
That man can't separate for shit at all.
I just don't see it, man. The production's not there.
Yeah.
If he was really open,
prime time to step up, and he hasn't done nothing with it.
Yeah, I'm in a group chat with a bunch of Derek Carr haters. They're all Raider fans, but they're all Derek Carr haters. They're like, why does he keep throwing it? Why does he keep checking down? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? First of all,
receivers don't get open.
Receivers don't get open, and your offensive line ain't fucking blocking. Yeah. When you go to fake the play action, no, the linebackers aren't biting, bro. Yeah. You know? They're like, run the ball.
There ain't no run game.
Josh Jacobs has no speed, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a pissed off Raider fan, and I just want to see them win. I just want to see them win, man. Is that too much to ask?
I feel it.
I was going to ask Santa for a miracle for this Christmas, man.
All right, moving on to Mike Mayock. What do you think about Mike Mayock?
Mike Mayock, you gotta stick with Mayock.
Yeah, I think all the gems that we have, the Nate Hobbs, the Hunter Renfros, the Max Crosbys, all of that. That's all the Malcolm Kuntzes. That's all Mike Mayock, bro. I think all the fucking Damon Arnett's, all the Cleveland Farrells, all the fucking not Henry Ruggs, because that's
Henry Ruggs was fucking good though, bro.
That's a different situation, but
if that doesn't happen to Henry Ruggs,
yes, you did Deshaun Jackson 2.0, right? But
yeah,
Mike Mayock was pounding the table for CeeDee Lamb. That's all I want to say, and he went this way. You know what I'm saying? Would we still be?
That's a case by case type deal. All right, because if Ruggs don't make his own personal decision that we all know that he made.
Yeah.
That was a home run pick.
Yeah.
That was a home run pick.
And a freaking bunt right after that with Damon Arnett.
Yeah. That was bad. That was bad.
I would want to keep Mike Mayock, especially with the diamonds that he's found. We don't want to ruin that and not be able to have him with, like, who else is out there that would be able to replace Mike Mayock. And usually a lot of the prospect he has high on his board, and through the years we've seen how they've turned out in the NFL. So I think he has a proven record, and I think we keep him, and Mike Davis would be a fool to get rid of Mike Mayock if he does clean staff, Well,
yeah.
He will clean staff. Not that if he does, he will clean staff.
It's gonna happen, especially if this season turns out the way it's looking like it's gonna turn out. Like, do we win another game?
We don't beat the Chargers. We don't beat the Colts. We have a shot at beating the Browns simply because they got COVID issues right now. We got a chance of beating the Denver Broncos because that's a division game, and we usually always have the Broncos number.
Broncos are playing well right now, though.
They are playing good football right now.
They're playing good football.
It's mainly on that running game, though. Those two running backs each going for 120 yards each game.
Man, you win football in the trenches, you win the game.
Patriots.
That's what it boils down to. Patriots. I was telling my dad this last week. They're going to a Super Bowl, dude.
You think so?
I think so.
Well, Mac Jones?
Who's going to beat them out of the AFC? Maybe the Chiefs. Chiefs are rolling. But still, Belichick against Mahomes.
Yeah.
The way Mahomes has only played well against the Raiders this year.
That's true.
Those are the only games that he's really balled the fuck out.
And that's because they figured out how to play against that cover 2 shell that beats all the deep balls or whatever. So they're starting to get into the rhythm of it. And the Raiders just play the cover 3, and they got a bunch of cover 3 beaters on. It's no adjustments. Just they're running the cover 3 beater again. What we gonna do? Nothing.
Yeah. I think we need to transition to more of a man defense.
Yeah.
Against the Chiefs.
I don't think Casey Hayward would thrive in that though.
No. Casey Hayward's on here for this year. That's it. A bunch of these dudes are on 1 year. Our whole defensive line is on 1 year deals.
I thought Yannick was 2.
Yannick, yeah. Max Crosby's still gonna be under contract. Those are I'm talking about interior defensive line. Yeah. Solly, right? Hankins. Oh no, Hankins. I don't remember when Hankins signed, but 77, isn't it? Phylon. No, not Phylon. Where's Phylon? Phylon's been hurt.
He just came back last game.
Did he?
Yeah. Who else do we have in there? We got Gerald McCoy, but he's injured.
Gerald McCoy, yeah, he ain't coming back. He just got popped.
Oh yeah, no, Jonathan Hankins' contract is over this year.
Oh, a 2 year.
Yeah, we got a 2 year, 2018. Oh wait, it's 21. So we got re-signed already since then. Goddamn Google. 77. Who is 77?
Talking about the dude from the Buffalo Bills, Johnson, or whatever his name is.
Oh, fuck. I know who you're talking about.
I can't remember his name right now. But anyways, he's on a 1 year deal.
It's slipping.
But either way, I mean, really what the Raiders need to do is to build the offensive line and defensive line and maybe sprinkle a receiver in there.
Yeah. The offseason, we're definitely looking at let's see. Gonna be looking at offensive line for sure, wide receiver for sure. Secondary, obviously Casey Hayward's departure, and defensive interior. I think those are the 4.
Yeah, needs that we're gonna have.
Yeah, I think safest thing to do would be go free agency is address the offensive line. You know, with some proven players, because that always works for the Raiders. You know.
Yeah.
That's Trent Brown, not really, but Rodney Hudson.
When Trent played, though, he was a fucking mauler, man.
Yeah.
The Raiders just didn't try to kill him with the IV. You remember that?
Yeah, he just... Quentin Jefferson, that's the guy's name.
Quentin Jefferson.
There you go.
Jefferson, I said Johnson. Huh?
Yeah.
Quentin Jefferson.
There you go.
Damn, it took you that long, Vic? No, I'm just playing.
This offseason, you got to definitely address those 4 positions. And as far as the rest of this season goes, mathematically, we're still in the playoffs, but this team is not making the playoffs.
No, I mean,
to all that playoff
just look at them. Do they look like a playoff
Let
team?
someone light some fire in their asses and someone takes over as head coach or something, bro. You need a fucking miracle, bro. Like,
I'm throwing in the towel, bro. Now I can't even expect nothing moving forward. I just gotta watch the games and just take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
You know, and root for them. Hopefully they come out and have a good game, but I can't expect it.
But at this point, you have to win out to make the playoffs, and even then, it's still such a tight race, you know.
Which is what, 4 more games?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then in our finishing schedules, it's tough, bro.
Yeah.
I think the Chargers got the easiest schedule to finish up.
Who the Chargers got?
I think they got some easy games. Pulling it up.
Yeah. They have the Chiefs, Texans, Broncos, and us. So they have all division games.
Maybe it's the Broncos that are... Let's see the Broncos.
Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders, Bengals. No. Might be the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah, maybe the Chiefs.
No. They have Steelers. Well, Steelers kind of easy, I guess.
So it is the Chargers.
Bengals.
Because they play Texans.
Yeah.
That's a dub all day.
Yeah.
You're going to beat them.
Broncos had their number last time.
Yeah. We're going to get blown out by the Chargers, too.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, that's just what I'm
we're here to make Raiders content, but we're going to be realistic with y'all at this point of the season.
Yeah, I mean,
playoffs is a pipe dream, bro.
I don't expect them to win. I mean, they probably don't win another game.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this upcoming week against
the Browns.
Because they're so inconsistent, right?
Maybe the Broncos if they have a bad game again.
Maybe the Broncos. But I feel like we're going to lose to the Chiefs and the Chargers.
We already lost to the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah.
So, Colts?
Excuse me, Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colts and the Chargers.
All right. That was like a whole big-ass segment talking about the future and the playoffs and all of that from here moving on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's move on to the Kansas City game, which we're not even going to talk that much about. This was like... Since Gruden got here, I think this is one of the worst performances I've seen by this Raiders team. I haven't experienced this like since Dennis Allen was our head coach. I feel like, bro, like this feels like one of those ass whoopings, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
When you have no quarterback and no hope, and you just watch the game just because you're a fan. But it's like it's from the jump of the game, bro. It was like that Josh Jacobs fumble. I was like, man. I even texted Mariano. I was like, I'm gonna cut this game off, like. And I cut it off after the Foster Moreau fumble. I was like, that's it, bro. There's no point. I went back to sleep, bro. I just went back to sleep. And the only bright parts about this game, Hunter Renfrow, right? He's doing his job. He's a machine. We're going to have to re-sign that guy soon because we need him on our squad. And Malcolm Kuntz is another player. He's played 16 snaps. He has 2 sacks on those 16 snaps. So I'm looking forward to him getting more work. Other than that, this game's a fucking shit show. Fuck you, Alex Leatherwood. Fuck you, Brandon Parker. You guys are pieces of shit.
Wow.
And
coming strong.
fuck this team for the effort that they put out that week.
That was terrible.
That was some bullshit, bro.
I seen this meme where, because Yannick had them all.
Oh, on the fucking. What'd y'all do that for? If y'all didn't y'all wasn't gonna play,
They didn't show up, right? And they didn't show up. So, I seen this meme, and it was they were all Jordan faced out. You know the Jordan crying face?
Oh,
like, come on, it was so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was tough. I just like Vic. I mean, we all felt it. If you're a Raider fan watching this show, you felt it, right?
Yeah.
And I don't normally cut Raider games off. But me and Vic had the conversation. I watched to the bitter end. I've been like that since I was a kid. And this game was the one game that I just couldn't keep watching. It was done. I was on to go play Madden to go fix the team virtually.
I thought the Bears game was like horrible, like that effort put out, but this game is fucking atrocious.
Yeah.
It's like no professional team should come out. Like, we look like the fucking Detroit Lions out there, bro.
Yep.
That's what it was. So, enough of that bullshit. Let's move on to the fucking preview of the Browns game, Mariano. You got any notes on that?
I just think that if they want a shot to win the game, they're going to have to stop the run and try to make Baker Mayfield win the game for them.
Yeah.
That's a tall task.
It's going to be especially hard. We've seen how much our offensive line struggled last week against the Chiefs. And we know these pass rushers of this team are way better than what the Chiefs had. We got Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney on each side. No easy task. It's going to be harder for this offensive line this week. I'm not going to lie. The one thing on our side is that they are dealing with some COVID issues over there. Don't want to wish that on anybody, but they are dealing with some COVID things, so some players might be out this week. But they have a good run game. Our fucking defense sucks at fucking stopping the run. So, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think we're going to lose this week. That's all I'm going to say. I said we have a chance. This is
before the show. Vic tells me we're gonna win, and then you start the camera, and now you say we're gonna lose.
Hold on. I didn't realize how great of a running game they have, right? And how much we fucking suck at fucking stopping the run.
Yeah.
And then the fucking
what happened, bro?
Line,
you did not keep that same energy.
I clicked.
He was like, we always beat the Browns.
We do always beat the Browns. We always got the Browns number. But I said, okay, look, I'll keep it this way. This is, out of the next 4 games, this is the best one we have a chance at winning. I'll say that. And I did say, I'm not gonna lie. I said it before the camera.
You said it? Yeah.
I said it before the camera cut on. I said we could beat the Browns. But the way, it's just the way this fucking team is playing as of lately.
Yeah, he changed his mind. It's okay, because, I've done that from time to time too. Yeah, I mentioned to Vic before the show. Look at Myles Garrett. I can just visually see Myles Garrett in my head throwing
sacks on Brandon Parker.
Fucking Brandon Parker across the fucking field. I can already see it. It's gonna happen, man.
God,
it's gonna happen. So, yeah, I think that the Raiders obviously have a shot. Any given Sunday, you have a shot. So hopefully, the Raiders can establish their run game, get the pass rushers to go upfield. How many times have we talked about this, Vic?
Yeah.
And run the ball underneath them.
Yeah, the best plan to go is run it straight down their throat, get the defensive line tired, make them bite on the play action, to give Derek Carr some fucking time in the pocket, to throw this fucking Darren Waller if he's healthy. That had to give us a better chance of winning too. Yeah,
you have to beat the Browns at their game. Because that's their game. They want to run the ball,
play action,
get after the passer.
Yeah.
Right? So we got to beat them at their game. Simple as that. I think it's possible.
If that offensive line from last week shows up, it's not possible. If the offensive line from the Cowboys game shows up, very possible. Because we've seen what they did to Micah Parsons, right? Micah Parsons is one of the best pass rushers in the league right now. Even though I don't care if he's a rookie, he's up there with Myles Garrett, bro.
Yeah, he's got like 12 sacks on the
game. And TJ Watt, he's up there. He's one of the best pass rushers in the league.
I agree.
And offensive line held up to a certain extent that game, right? Enough for us to get that win. So can we do that this week?
It remains to be seen.
Remains to be seen.
I'm a little sad about this game being on Saturday.
What? Why? They usually do that like for playoffs only, right?
They flex this game. They usually do it towards the end of the season, right? And then in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I'm sad, man. I got Sundays off. Oh. Come on. You know, I gotta work on Saturdays, man. Damn. I still want to watch the game.
You gotta watch it on your phone here and there.
Oh, bro, I have it right on my right on my desktop. On the desktop, iPad in the corner. Like, I'm gonna have it on 3 different angles. So when I'm talking to people, I could, you know, keep my eyes.
What do you think about this game? Like, you think it's gonna be close? You think it's gonna be a blowout again? What do you think the final score?
I honestly don't know. Right? You asking me to make a prediction? Okay. Well, the prediction is I'll just say 28-24 Cleveland. I mean, after what they just showed, 28-14 Cleveland. Change. I'm just like
31-10 Cleveland.
31-10. That's probably it.
31-10. We haven't put up more than fucking 14 points since the Cowboys game. So
yeah, I seen a stat that Derek Carr and Matthew Stafford. You never want to have your name associated with Matthew Stafford after playing in Detroit after all them years. Are the only quarterbacks to average over 300 yards a game and have 1.5 touchdowns.
It's horrible.
Per game. That's terrible, man.
It falls directly on Greg Olsen.
My rule of thumb is for every 100 yards that you throw for, you should have at least a touchdown. 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. You win the game. Win the game.
Facts. But yeah, man. The hope is looking bleak here, but
we still here.
We're Raiders fans to the end of it, and I texted my Raiders group chat on Sunday. He was like, "Cheers to the offseason." That's what we got to look forward to. So that's what it's looking like right now. Obviously, playoffs are on the table, but they're not really on the table for us. It's like it's right there, but it has like a booby trap on it. You know, like you get shot in the head if you try to get it.
I ain't even thinking about that shit. I'm
you
just
gotta
to
be
think
realistic.
About what team I'm gonna put money on to win it all. That's what I'm thinking about.
The next exciting thing that we have to look forward to is who's gonna be our next head coach.
Yeah.
Right. So obviously we'll be here for the rest of the season. Emotions might vary with that. You know, we might get an ass whooping and we might miss another episode like we did last week or things of that nature. But
that's right.
We're gonna be here, Raider Nation. We'll be here during the off season, covering everything too. We appreciate every one of y'all. You know, it's been rough 5 weeks. It's been tough. It's been rougher since John Gruden left. I said that was rough, but this is rougher. This last 5 weeks are even rougher.
Keep the views going.
Yeah,
3,800 views.
Keep the views up. Yeah,
I'm proud of that.
That interaction on the Instagram is going crazy. We love everyone on the Instagram. We love everyone fucking with the YouTube channel too. If you do like this content, make sure you subscribe. The subscribers have not gone up in a while. I don't know why, but make sure if y'all are watching the videos, make sure you subscribe. And yeah, keep on interacting with us on Instagram, and we'll be back next week, y'all. This is the Real Raiders Podcast, and we're out of here.